This is Ember. So today I have with me my very good friend, Bright, and we spoke a bit about excellence a while ago, and I felt it was a good idea to talk about this on here. Bright, how are you?
Not bad.
I'm glad you are. I'm glad
Yeah. Hope
you're
you're also
good.
good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm excited to have this conversation with you because prior to this, we spoke a lot about excellence, and I know you have a lot of things that you want to share with us. So I feel like this is the best opportunity for us to do that.
And I think we are doing it in 20, right? Or
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see how long it takes.
Okay.
When's the last time you saw something that exuded excellence to you?
Well, I think I live with one.
Okay. Okay.
So at my workplace, I think I have one of managers that look for everything.
Mm,
That has to be okay. What can we do to improve this, even if it's
right.
the best? What can we do? So always when we are writing reports,
Mm,
doing everything that we can, he's just there to add up to it. And I think that's what makes me think about it and say, oh, I want to also be like him, because he add value to what we do. And
right.
basically I live with one, so it's like yeah.
So it's like a never-ending thing.
No, no. I'm not sure it will ever, because once you are pursuing it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that pursuit of excellence. So
Right.
once you say I've obtained or something, I've reached the topmost
Mm-hmm.
excellence of the intimate, that there's nothing to go again. And I'm not
Right.
sure there's anything like so. If somebody comes to build a house,
Right.
and then maybe the person you can put a ruler on it and measure the length of it and see how perfect it is. But somebody can do more about it. That's what pursuit of excellence is about. It's all about the small improvement in process to make
Mm,
sure. And I feel like in Ghana, or sometimes we the youth, we don't take it serious. So
right.
you go to school and then,
Mm,
oh, I'll do maybe BSc sociology.
mm,
Instead of pursuing that sociology to the highest level, then
right.
I'll divert to do LLB. I'll see, oh, it's not going well. Then I want to go and do engineering. So sometimes we think of getting a lot of certificates will make you jack of all trade, that they say in Ghana. But for me, I think you having your focus and improving that focus, becoming a master of it, is what is the goal now. Yeah.
Right. That's the pursuit of excellence for you.
Yes.
Doesn't it put you in a position where you're always chasing one thing, you never end? Because personally, I believe there's if you want to always keep going for more, you will never stop. So at what point do you say, I've gotten to the climax? I've gotten okay for this, I think this is it for me. Is it more like an intrinsic thing where you feel like, okay, I am okay, I'm fine, I want to stop here, or there is a point where you say, okay, at this point, there's nothing more that I can do, even if I want to do more. I don't know if you get my
I
question.
think it's difficult to say, well, then you stop living.
Right.
Because from the moment that, so there's this saying that from birth
Mm-hmm.
you are raising not only against yourself but against all the people that you came to meet.
Mm,
So if you stop at any point in time, time will catch up with you.
right.
What you know will be obsolete, and then what would you do to be able to live? Because 4 years ago, 10 years ago, those who had Pentium 2 laptops, computers, thought they were living on top of the world.
Right.
And I think I've seen the Nokia CEO mention that they didn't do anything, but they still lost the battle.
Right. So not doing anything at all can cause you to lose a battle.
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So you have to. It's a constant thing. And it need not to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
It just have to be small
Mm,
improvements. Small. What can you add to your life every day? So the more you continue to build upon it, then
mm,
you're pursuing good things. So
mm.
it's my best today. Tomorrow it can be more than my best. Tomorrow, what can I do to improve
So
my life?
gradual
What can yes.
improvement.
So you don't stop learning, and I think that's what we should. That culture that we, the youth that are coming up, we should
Adopt.
adopt. Yeah.
Right. So you talked about comparing yourself to others. There's this thing where we tend to, when especially in the pursuit of excellence, where of course it's compared to something, right? How do you differentiate between you not trying to compete from you pursuing excellence? I don't know if you get my question.
So in terms of competition among people or
You
with
know that
yourself,
you made an example with the Nokia, for instance. I could say I'm content with where I am. I'm okay. Of course, eventually I'm going to lose from the whole race because it's more like a race and everything is like you're comparing yourself to others. How do you do it? How do you pursue excellence without being competitive? I don't know if that's the word to use.
Well, competition is, they say, is also good, but it depends on the angle that you take it from. So if we are competing and we are competing fairly,
Right.
so that's the word, fairly. Fairly means that we are all doing our best. So you go up there, you go and build a nice house, and I want to beat that house. So how do I go back to the drawing board? What can I do to add up to my process to be better than you?
Right.
And I feel like there's always a standard within every career that, so if you're in Ghana and then maybe you're pursuing law, there's one lawyer that you think he's a top-notch lawyer that even every case that you take to this lawyer, he will win it for you. So he becomes a bit of the standard. So that's why in my field, mostly we have standards, so accounting standards. Because we are trying to tell you that there is this benchmark somewhere that you need to attain. But once you get past that standard, then you can become the standard.
Right.
So that's how pursuit of excellence goes. So there's a benchmark that, okay, the thing that you do is perfect. So that's why I say that you can even compete with yourself. That yesterday I did 1+1, so today I want to add up to it. I want to add up to my own self. So there's internal competition and there's external competition. But with the external competition, you have to compete fairly because the market, we say, is always efficient. It means that any bad thing that you do today, tomorrow, the market will fish you out.
Right.
So if you're using any means that is not fairly to do your stuff, by the time the market become efficient or the market information gets out there, all the things that you've built will go bad. So for me, competition is good, but you have to compete fairly and make sure that the things, that's why professionals mostly, we don't advertise. Have you seen it? Yeah, professional bodies don't advertise. Or you didn't know
Wow,
that?
that's interesting.
Have you seen ICA, like companies under ICA or lawyers doing advertisement on radio that please come and buy my services before?
Because they speak for themselves.
Yeah, so your work should speak for
Right.
yourself. So the idea is that if you're doing advertisement, then you are telling someone that you're better than that person without necessarily proving otherwise. So if the person enjoys your service, they'll come back. So your service should advertise. So how good your service is should be the one. So you don't see professionals advertise.
Interesting. That's a very interesting one to note. How does one pursue excellence? What are some of the habits that you have to adopt in your pursuit of excellence?
I think the first one I'll talk about is self-discipline.
Right.
Because sometimes it takes time and you have to be disciplined enough to say, I want to do this and I'll follow through. Because sometimes you are very good at setting goals. I think you have some of your goals for 2025.
Yeah.
How far are they coming?
Oh well. I mean, I get where you're coming from. So you have to set your goals and all that. It's, of course, it's not everything that you plan to do that you'll be able to do. So there's also the bit of that.
Yeah.
But then for someone trying to pursue excellence in a particular field, how do I go about it such that I don't get worn out? Because based on what you said, I'm constantly chasing one thing or the other. So there's a need for me to do better each and every day. How do I do that in a way that I don't get worn out? I don't, there's this culture nowadays that we have no rests. I mean, we're always
rest.
hustling, we are chasing
Yes.
the goal. And how does one that does that in a healthy manner? When I say healthy manner, so that you are not burnt out, you are not worn out. Because I feel like when you are worn out, you don't give out your best. So how do you go about that?
Take rest when you're worn out.
You take what?
Rest.
Oh, of
So
course.
you will rest. But back to the point again. I think it's first self-discipline will be and continuous. So when you say continuous learning or improvement, sometimes you want to jump. See, is the step we are taking a staircase, right? You want to jump, it's step by step. But
Right.
sometimes you want to take 10 steps at the same time, like in one step. You are missing something. So it's continuous. So the little thing, it need not to be something that will take your whole energy out of you. You get it? So discipline, continuous learning. You have to ask for sometimes feedback even on the work that you do.
Right.
So you could be an expert in a field, but somebody sitting somewhere has an eye for detail. That,
Right.
okay, if this thing, you put it this right, it you could have gotten the best out of what you did, but because maybe you think, oh, I'm there. So you see, the issue is that we think, oh, I've reached. That's in our language, I've
Yeah,
reached,
yeah,
I've reached. Like if I
yeah,
attain the highest that's in you, so
yeah.
you're okay with it. And what would lead to is mostly overconfidence,
Right.
because once you trust yourself to the level that you think you are there, no one can correct your errors.
Yeah.
You get it? So for me, it's always continuous. So the human race, I always say, once you are living, you are learning. Even if you are not, your kids, you hear parents talk about their kids now teaching them how to use phones, smartphones, and others.
Right.
And it's not just because their kids are better than them, but because they cannot learn. Their kids now know more about technology than them. So you have to be humble enough to get up there and come down again to learn.
Okay. Are there downsides to your pursuit of excellence?
Well, I think sometimes you can forgo some friends.
Friends.
Yeah, and
Is
then
it just friends? Because I feel like
it comes with. You see, there are two. You can't say you can't eat your cake and not have it.
so there are sacrifices that you have to
Yes,
make.
everything comes with sacrifice. That's can I always say, you have to make some sacrifices today. You have to
Right.
make some sacrifices today. So you have to time, happiness, short-term enjoyment, and because if you want to be good at what you do, then it's not everything that you can jump onto. Friends will
Right.
call you that, oh, let's go up to check some things out. You have to be able to tell today, no, I have something to do.
Okay.
And then you have to also, it comes with costs. You have to sometimes invest in yourself. So
Right.
we are in a situation where people think the entitlement, like
Right.
my mom is supposed to take care of me or something. I think elsewhere, once you are 18, they even kick you out of the house. Then you start taking care of yourself. You get
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
But I think the most is, and I don't have a lot of friends, but I have
Is
few
it because of
friends.
your pursuit of excellence?
Maybe, but it's difficult to get people that will encourage you to move on in life in this part of the world. So the few people that I've worked with, the few people that I have about close to 2 decades now, like say
Right.
about 18 years
Right.
since senior high school, and we've been
Right.
working in. All of us are practically doing, because every one will be a
You
challenge to
tend to
you.
lean on each other and it
Yes,
helps you,
and
right?
and I think
Right.
sometimes we tend to get pleasing a lot of people. So by so doing, we are afraid to talk the truth. My friend will call me and then tell me that this thing that you did is not good. You could have done it better. Those are the kind
Right.
of friends that you also need in
Right.
pursuit of it.
So
So I think,
definitely the sacrifice, there's a part where you have to make some sacrifices
yeah,
in
you
your
have to
pursuit of.
always evaluate. I think we set goals, but probably we don't do evaluation at the end of the year. Have you done that before? That my year life,
For
okay?
personally, I do. I mean, I have my goals for the year. At the end of the year, usually it's done on my birthdays. I spend my birthdays reflecting upon my life, what I've achieved, what I wanted to achieve the year before. So personally, I do. But I know not a lot of people are disciplined enough to do that. Not a lot of people are even aware of the fact that they need to evaluate their life with and check their goals and see if everything aligns and all that. So yeah, I
What
mean, I
what did you
get that.
score yourself? Your last one?
Well, I'm doing better. I'm doing better than before. So I think I'm still in the pursuit of my excellence. So like you said, it's a gradual step. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still in the process of getting there. So I mean, with time, hopefully, I'll get there.
But I think one thing is also people confuse it with
I
perfectionist.
was
Like
about to go
you always
there.
to go there. You see,
Yes.
there's a thin line between that. You
What's
see,
that line?
perfect is that nothing you can, unless you are God. That's we Christians, we've accepted that the only perfect being is what Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We are mortals. We will sin against God and other stuff. So pursuit of excellence is like you accepting like there is grace.
So
So constantly you come back to it.
so how do you draw the line between be perfect what's the word? Perfectionism and the pursuit of excellence?
So, pursuit of excellence is my good is not enough today. Perfectionism is like I am there. Like
You want it to be.
it's no one can add up to it again.
Right.
Do you get it?
Right.
So it's like one. That's why Jesus Christ or God is that perfect, because after God, what else? That's the whole question. But once you are not God, then you have to pursue that kind of excellence. That my good today, my best today is still not good enough in the eye.
Right.
Even if you go into the Bible, in the eyes of the Lord, you think the good things that you are doing, you think is in the eyes of the Lord, they are just filthy rag or
Right.
anything that you can think of.
Right.
You get so if most of the times people confuse, so I want to be that perfect, like there's no, it's you make mistakes,
Right.
accept them and then develop, like work on your mistakes. Like
So
so when someone you do something and someone is correcting you, because you are not perfect, you take that feedback.
right. So you advise that we chase excellence and not,
Perfectionist?
yeah,
No,
we
no, no,
shouldn't try
no,
to be perfect
no,
in
no. You
everything we
can't
do.
be perfect.
Right,
You
right,
can't be
right.
perfect. It's only God that's, unless you want to take God's position.
Do you think excellence is contagious?
uh,
That'll be my last question. Surrounding myself with,
okay,
there are
so
a lot of times where people find themselves around people who are that do a lot of things that, I mean, exudes a lot of excellence, and by the virtue of the fact that they are around them, they tend to believe that they also are pursuing excellence. Do you think it's contagious?
I think I'll answer it with Three Idiots. If you watched that movie before.
Yeah, the Three Idiots. Yeah,
So they were three friends.
yeah.
One was good, the others were not good. But did they affect their academic life when they were in school?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I don't
They-
remember. It's been a long time. I'm too old. I don't remember. It's been a long time,
so
but yeah.
that the point is, yeah, you can be around people that are good, pursuing excellence, but if you don't make that conscious effort to be able
To
to also
be
pursue, yes, we can. In general, when you are, because maybe they are about five and you are the odd one out, we say, oh, this group is like they are good, right? But when we come individually to do the work, would you be able to do what they do? That's the question.
right.
So being around them should be a motivation to you to do more, because if you're around people that are growing every day, doing what they can do best and then you have to also make sure that you learn, because you don't want to be among your friends and then you see them growing in their career and then you are just
You're
there.
the
You are,
laggard.
yes.
Right,
And
right.
sometimes it becomes so difficult that you can't move with them. That's why we lose some friends, not because we don't want them to be friends, but they feel like where we are now.
They are left out.
Now, yes,
You can't
because
even have conversations with a person
a,
because
a
you are
typical,
talking on different frequencies.
yes, a typical. If I go to I go to my hometown now, like it's difficult to have conversation with some of the people that my JHS meet, because when you are talking, they'll think you have gotten there. That's why you are
You're
saying
saying
this,
what you're
but
saying.
they will never understand what you're saying, until they also get there.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You get
Thank you
it?
so. So I have this quick fire questions for you. This or that. Coffee or tea?
T
Early bird or night owl?
night
Stability or growth?
growth.
For someone who just spoke on excellence, pursuit of excellence, I was hoping you say growth. Books or podcasts?
Ah, I'll go for podcast.
Following passion or following opportunity?
Passion, opportunity, passion, opportunity, passion, opportunity, passion, opportunity.
Fire questions. You're not
I
supposed
think
to
I'll
be.
go for passion.
Sneakers or loafers?
Man,
None. Whoa. Dream job or dream lifestyle?
dream job, what? Dream lifestyle.
Save or spend?
Spain,
Success or fulfillment?
fulfillment.
City life or countryside?
I think countryside.
Networking or building skills?
Building skills.
Cooking or ordering out?
Cooking.
Consistency or intensity?
Consistency.
Travel for growth or travel for leisure?
I can do both.
Abundance mindset or minimalistic living?
I think abundance mindset to do.
Right.
Why I want to live this world.
Thank you so much, Bright. That was an
Selfie.
interesting one. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you picked a thing or two about the pursuit of excellence. So we meet again. Kindly like, share, and tell a friend or the other about this. If you subscribe, if you've not, and I'll catch you next time. It's bye for now. This is Ember.